Hey guys, Nate here. So on October 6th, the Far Cry Primal reveal trailer dropped, and it took everyone by surprise. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already done so, please check out the reveal trailer. There will be a link in the description. I highly recommend you watch it before continuing on with this video. Anyway, with that said, let's continue. So boom, the Far Cry Primal reveal trailer drops. Boom, everyone's surprised. And it's amazing how no one really knew if Ubisoft was going to develop another Far Cry game, let alone how different this one would be. I mean, I would have been surprised if I saw a Far Cry with guns. So this was just wow to me. So as things like this tend to do, it left us with a lot of questions and it didn't answer many of them. However, yes, there is always a however, Ubisoft did upload a video to their channel that appeared to have unfortunately been privated to a degree. You can only access the video if you had a link to it. Fortunately, however, yes, another however, I did get that link and it'll be in the description for you guys to see so you can watch that video for yourselves. But in this video, the game's developers talk about a bunch of cool gameplay mechanics and a bit of information about the plotline to this game. And I've taken notes on all of this information, what I believe is the most important stuff and the most relevant for you guys to listen to. So here we go, the most important things about Far Cry Primal. Firstly, your character. Your character goes by the name Takar and is in a location known as Oros. Apparently, Takar arrives in Oros after a, quote, traumatic event and has lost everyone and is completely unarmed and unequipped. As the game director Thomas Simon put it, quote, Oros is a place where an ancient glacier melted at the end of the Ice Age and is now a super fertile valley, signifying that this area is going to be very similar to almost, I want to say, like Herat in the way that its setting goes. It's going to be very mountainous in some portions, but it's also going to have lowlands. Furthermore, this game is going to have a more intuitive day and night cycle, apparently. According to the developers, predators will be a lot more prevalent and a lot more dangerous at nighttime. Whereas at daytime, they're going to be a bit more passive. You're not going to see as many of them, and they won't be as aggressive to you. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was the first thing that caught my eye. The fact that they're trying to kind of institute some sort of like timed environment that Far Cry hadn't really attempted before. So I thought that was cool. Next on the list is weapons. Obviously, you're not really going to be able to buy machine guns anymore, and as unfortunate as that may be, this is compensated by the fact that you can now make weapons. Apparently, you're going to be making these with stone and wood and handcrafting them, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of variety in these things, as according to the developers, of course, and they're trying to base these weapons off of wood, stone, string, I guess, bones, that sort of thing. I thought that was a little interesting tad bit of information. Furthermore, this is how the game's director Thomas Simon put about gameplay. Quote, it's all about hunting. It's all about fighting another tribe trying to take your stuff. And it's all about gathering food and materials trying to survive. And in this quote, we got a lot of information. Not only did it confirm that there will be other tribes and other factions trying to compete with you, which I guess you could say we already suspected that, but it's kind of good to get confirmation on that there will be human-to-human interaction, which is kind of what makes Far Cry when you think about it. The outposts, the radio towers, which I'm not sure how radio towers will be. I'd imagine maybe you, like, climb on top of a bronchosaurus and just, like, boom, gets a view of the map. Anyway, he also, in this quote, he also mentions how it's all about gathering food and materials to survive. Here's what I thought was most interesting. When he says food to survive, since there's no real currency system in this game, it seems like to imply that there might be some sort of starvation mechanic, which Far Cry hasn't had before, and I think would be awesome in this game. If they had this, like, starvation exhaustion sort of thing, like, maybe you can get hypothermia, maybe you can just not get enough food and your stomach eats itself, that sort of thing. I've always thought that was cool. And actually, that does it for all of the notes. I think that was a lot of information to compile in just a 4-minute video, but regardless, it answers a lot of questions that you guys might have had. If you want to see this video, they touch up a bit more on some things that I didn't think were as important, but maybe you want to check it out yourself. There'll be a link in the description so you can watch that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Nate. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye, everyone.